This is the first page of Google search results for the New York Times. It seems like they're still promoting child molestation. No, what is it with you, really? I mean, can you just not find people your own age to have sex with? You know, that kind of doesn't surprise me, because to get other people to want to have sex with you, you have to be at least somewhat nice to them some of the time, right? But kids, you can just make them do what you want them to do. Yeah, still supporting the same corrupted celebrities. It's just, I mean, why does it not surprise me? Yeah, and here's this, where and in fact, Laura Romer just wrote to me. I thought she probably would. I thought it probably wouldn't be long before I heard from her again, considering all the encouragement that various stalkers have been getting. Yeah, she just wrote me this one. It's interesting how many seconds of your time you spend, you know, reading my blog. Oh, look at that. Look at that. The New York Times. You really know how to forge an alliance. You know, I really think you have your preposition in the wrong place there, right? I'm not doing anything to these people. These people have seriously harmed me. Right. I mean, most of what you have to say, I can just sort of like film it and let people just kind of get to their own conclusions, because everything you say is like I don't even have a word for how ridiculous everything that you say is. Right. And as far as me like treating other people this way, what is it you think you're doing to me? You are one of the nastiest people I have ever encountered. Really, just someone who like sought me out to behave this way. Look at this. You actually took time out of your New Year's Eve to write me this? What are you doing for New Year's Eve? This is your idea of like having some fun? Is that right? No, I never hit any of my significant others. Yep. So here's these people. This is a new person I've never heard of before. Yep, I've gotten these over the past couple of days. I kind of just been leaving them for a while, so I didn't want to deal with them. Let's see what they have to say, right? No, my mother did not get me the cell phone. That's not what happened. It was not. My mother did not get me the cell phone. No, my father didn't crash his car in a parking lot. It was my mother's car that I had borrowed in 2010, and I think somebody hit it when it was parked in the parking lot. And I would imagine probably whoever hit it meant to. That was my thought. And this was after they had sent me this. The idea that I dig for gold, like in any sense of the word, any sense of that word, is just you have no idea how totally untrue that is. You have no idea. I'm curious about this. Should I even say something about that? I wonder. I don't even know what's happening with that person. You know, he grabbed me first. I wasn't expecting him to. We were like in the middle of kissing. I had never kissed him before, and all of a sudden he shoves his hand down my pants, which is how he got a fistful of butt hair, which he later told everybody about. I kind of thought it was a funny story. because I just hadn't, you know, had not expected it. Hadn't really done that much with waxing and that sort of thing. And so after that, I was like, okay, well, now I kind of got a little bit more educated about it. Like, well, you know, I better like learn how to wax, that kind of thing. Sometimes I had the money to do it, and sometimes I didn't. But as far as grabbing is concerned, no one has to talk about grabbing in terms of me, because that guy grabbed me. he had an unpleasant experience because of it. You know, it's his own fault. Yeah, and this is just getting so much better. What am I supposed to say? You know, people. I'm not supposed to. I have to. The thing about the conglomerate is. I think they want to like even use my explanations of what happens to me, and things that have happened to me, to try to make it seem like I deserve what's happening to me. Like I think like in this, they have turned all women into inferior creatures. Absolutely have done that. I mean, they within that category of all women are smelly, inferior, stupid, meant to be objects of ridicule. They still have that old dichotomy of women who are, you know, quote good and women who are quote bad. And I think that they when I respond to the things that they say about me, and I use language that shows that I understand what they're saying and I understand what they mean, and know here's what really happened, and sometimes I have to talk about body parts, sometimes I have to talk about things that happen, that kind of thing. It's like they're trying to use my discussions, my responses, to make it seem like, well, you know, a good woman, someone who was innocent, wouldn't even know what we were talking about, right? But it's the idea that the point is about the conglomerate. You know, their real problem with me is I don't do what they want me to do. That's it. That's the whole thing. And I say that women really are equal to men. Really, actually, are equal to men. This was something from Skep from like a couple of days ago. Put a lot of effort into that one, right? And that's all there is to it. No, I really, really would like all these people to leave me alone. But as long as they're continuing to get support, you know, I don't know when that might be.